All right, next story up here. Here we go. And I don't know what this man's going to say, but we'll see. Peyton Manning advising Russell Wilson on transition to Denver Broncos. And why is Peyton Manning doing that? Because Peyton Manning has done that. He was a Colt, we all know, for his entire career, and then he switches it up and goes to Denver. Like a little bit of what a Tom Brady did, and a little bit of what Aaron Rodgers is afraid to do. Aaron Rodgers, why are you afraid? You can win a ring when you go to a new team. Tom Brady did it. Tom Brady did it. Peyton Manning did it. The GOATs did it. Why don't you want to do it? Are you afraid? Are you afraid you're going to get a little bit of exposed as the non-GOAT out here because you're not confident in your capabilities of winning a ring with a new team? Like Peyton Manning? Like Tom Brady? Is Aaron Rodgers a little chicken? Do we got to go, instead of Turtle Rodgers, Chicken Rodgers? Huh? We got Chicken Rodgers, we got Turtle Rodgers, we got Riddler Rodgers, folks. He wears many hats. I don't know what you want from me, folks. That's all I'm saying. I'm just seeing what I'm saying, and I'm saying what I'm seeing. Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback in the greatest of all time discussion that is not changing new teams to win a ring year 1 or year 5, year 4, however long it took Peyton Manning to do it, but he did it regardless. Aaron Rodgers is not taking that risk. Why not? Is he chicken? I don't know, but I think that is a possibility. He's chicken. We'll see. But here we go, back to Peyton Manning. And once again, I don't know what Peyton Manning could be telling Russell Wilson, because his first 3 years in Denver, he played absolutely fantastic. I mean, the man threw 5,000 yards in 2013 for Denver. The man threw 68% in back-to-back years for a 13-3 record. Did he get to the Super Bowl in 2013? 2013, they got to the Super Bowl and lost. Yeah, that's when they got blown out by the Seahawks because the defense wins Super Bowls. Peyton Manning, 5,000 yards, 68% completion percentage, 55 touchdowns, getting to the Super Bowl. Can't win it, put up 8 points. Defense wins Super Bowls. Offense gets you there. We know this. So, Peyton Manning, what are you going to tell Russell Wilson? Hey, if you play great, you won't win a ring? I mean, that's going to be your advice? He's already won a ring. He's already not won a ring. He knows how to get to the Super Bowl. And it's just so funny, folks. It's so comical looking back at Peyton Manning's stats, because in 2015, it's just so abysmal, and that's when they won the Super Bowl. His worst season with the Broncos, they win the Super Bowl. The man threw 59% completion percentage, his worst completion percentage ever since his rookie year, and that's it. He's only thrown 50% completion percentage twice in his career. First season, last season. Every other time, 60 plus. Fantastic. Because he is one of the GOATs. But yeah, Peyton Manning, what are you going to tell Russell Wilson? Noodle arm wins rings? Well, Russell Wilson is not the age, and not at the age of the noodle arm. He's not at the age. And once again, like Peyton Manning didn't go out and win the Super Bowl. Let's bring up what Peyton Manning did in this Super Bowl, folks. The man threw 9 touchdowns and 17 interceptions that season. 9 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, and won the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers, are you listening to me? Are you listening, Aaron Rodgers? You've got it wrong. You can have a noodle arm and win a ring. It's not, oh, if I don't throw interceptions, we win the ring. Stop. Get that thought out of your head. It doesn't work. It doesn't work, Aaron. But this is not an Aaron Rodgers topic. I know we can always point back to Aaron Rodgers because, once again, everybody always does better than Aaron Rodgers in the bigger games. But here we go. Peyton Manning in the Super Bowl. 144 yards, about 50% completion percentage, no touchdown, 1 interception. That's noodle arm, and it gets the job done because the Broncos had a good defense. They had like the number 1 ranked offense points-wise, not allowing the most points. And that's exactly what they did against the Carolina Panthers in the Super Bowl. Held them to 10 points. So I don't know the whole wisdom that Peyton Manning is trying to pass down to Russell Wilson. We will look at the quotes. But overall, for the most part, Peyton Manning noodle arm, that's what won. That won the Super Bowl. His noodle arm, not his great years, his 55 touchdown year. That didn't win. Noodle arm won. And now as I see this, we compared Big Ben's noodle arm to Peyton Manning's the last 2 seasons. We've said that plethora of times. But I do want to kind of see this quickly. I want to see Peyton Manning and Big Ben Roethlisberger's noodle arm side by side, because I don't know if we've ever brought up Big Ben's career stats, or not his career stats, his overall last season stats, I don't know if we brought those up and just looked at them. I know we tracked them every single week and it was nothing good, but I don't think I saw his complete final season stat line whole. So I want to bring up his and Peyton Manning's stats side by side final year. Let's quickly see that because this could be fun. This could give us a little nice laugh, nice little goof out here to play around with, yes. Noodle arms last season. Once again, they both had fantastic careers, multiple Super Bowl winners. Okay, we're not knocking these players and save me with, oh, you're knocking these guys. You're having fun at their expense. It's a joke, folks. You don't get to slap people all the time. Yes, Will Smith slapped somebody for a joke. That's not acceptable. You can't be slapping people because of comedy, folks, okay? Because it's at your wife's expense or at your expense. It's comedy. It's always at somebody's expense. It's unfortunate. That's a little bit of a social contract that we all just kind of enter into. If you get made fun of, it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You laugh at it. You can laugh at your own self. It's okay to laugh at your own self, folks. It's all right. Especially when you're putting yourself out there, but that's a conversation for a different day. Here we go. Ben Roethlisberger's noodle arm stats. He even threw 64%. Man, oh man, 3,700 yards, 22 touchdowns, only 10 interceptions. Peyton Manning's out here throwing 17 interceptions and winning a Super Bowl. I mean, that truly puts it into perspective of how much of a noodle arm Peyton Manning had. Big Ben still was able to muster up 64% completion percentage for 3,700 yards. Peyton Manning, 59% completion percentage. It's absolutely abysmal, folks. So, Peyton Manning, what do you got? What do you got for Russell Wilson? What do you got to say? What is your big-time advice? Wait till your very last season when you have a noodle arm and rely on your defense? Is that what you're going to say? Let's quickly take a look. Here we go. First, lead up to the quote. Manning played the final 4 seasons of his career in Denver after spending 14 years with the Indianapolis Colts. While the circumstances behind joining the Broncos were different for Manning, who underwent neck surgery in 2011 and missed that whole season, his perspective can help Wilson's transition to the new team mid-career, says, quote, I've talked to Russell a number of times, and we've had conversations about some of the things that helped me in my transition to a different team that I think can apply to anybody making the jump, especially after being in a place for a long time. I've had conversations with Coach Nathaniel Hackett as well about some of those things. Maybe some do's and don'ts that help me and can certainly apply. And Russell can hit the ground running here in his first year. All right, so Peyton Manning giving advice to the quarterback Russell Wilson, the head coach Nathaniel Hackett. Now, is Peyton Manning sabotaging? He owes no alliance to the Denver Broncos. He's a Colt. He's a Colt. Just like Tom Brady will always be a Patriot. Tom Brady will never kind of feel like he needs to go out and defend the Bucs over the Patriots, unless you're going to probably count maybe a little bit of a feud over Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, or maybe not wanting to give more credit to Bill Belichick, so he praises the Bucs a little bit more. But overall, Peyton Manning is a Colt. He owes nothing to this Broncos team. So, is he sabotaging him a little bit? I think it's fun to speculate on. I doubt he's doing that, but I think that is a possibility to be done. A little bit of a, hey, Peyton Manning, all these people, all these quarterbacks, all these celebrities, all these famous people, they know that they need to keep up their image. They don't want to keep going down in the power rankings and the greatest of all time arguments. That's why Aaron Rodgers struggles in the big game, because he knows reputation is at stake in all those big games, and he always flounders. He can't handle the pressure because he knows all this is going to be talked about for the next 20 years, obviously forever, but the next 20 years when we're talking about GOATs and all that, he knows what's happening right now is having big time impact on it, obviously. So, is Peyton Manning throwing a little bit of hey, don't actually do this. This will work if you throw 17 interceptions. See, I did it. Throw 17 interceptions. Let it fly, Russell. Play loosey-goosey. Let it fly. Don't hold anything back. And Russell Wilson's buying that and be like, oh, thank you, Peyton. Thank you so much. Thank you for the advice. And he goes out there and throws 20 interceptions and doesn't win a ring, and then he's asking Peyton Manning, hey, what happened? What was that advice you gave me? Oh, shucks, it just didn't work out this time. But double down. Throw 40 interceptions next season. And Russell Wilson, he's smarter than this. He won't buy into it. But if he does, all right, Peyton Manning, I'll take your advice. He throws 40 interceptions. Once again, they have like 4 wins, something maybe. So, is Peyton Manning sabotaging? Probably not. Probably not, but maybe. Potentially. 1%, maybe, yes. All right, what else you got? All right, final quote here by Peyton Manning. Final lead up. Here we go. Manning noted he probably doesn't, quote, have enough time to go through all the things that are special about Russell Wilson's game, quote, end quote, but said the leadership is what stands out about the new Broncos quarterback. Here we go. Quote, just his leadership and his work ethic. Once again, we saw him working out in the dark already with Jerry Jeudy. You couldn't wait till the morning? I mean, geez Louise. Quote, just his leadership and his work ethic. You start there, and then you obviously get to the abilities and talent on the field. His ability to scramble out of the pocket and also make every throw from within the pocket, that's something that is unique. And then the fact that he's going to work very hard to get his timing down with his receivers. Yeah, he was already doing that with Jerry Jeudy. So, all right, Peyton Manning giving his 2 cents to Russell Wilson, who doesn't need it, but, you know, he does it anyway. Peyton Manning wanting to kind of, you know, always be in the media. That's how you keep up your status. Absolutely, that's 2 things you do. Stay in the media, stay relevant. Peyton Manning's trying to do that, which we don't knock. That's the game. He's playing the game. I don't care. So Peyton Manning giving some advice to Russell Wilson. He doesn't need it. Giving some advice to Nathaniel Hackett. Yeah, he could definitely use some advice. First time as head coach. So Peyton Manning, you know, doing a little bit of mentorship. All right. Is he the best mentor? He's a great talent. I don't know if Russell Wilson needs it, but interesting what Peyton Manning's doing out here. And then, let's go into this. Another kind of, you know, second chance to read this story. Once again, we probably should have went deeper into this yesterday when we were just quickly emptying out the story bank. But I do want to kind of read this as well. Once again, here's the headline. Broncos head coach Nathaniel Hackett communicates, quote, nonstop with Russell Wilson, saying, quote, we're joined at the hip. And I want to get his words. I want to make sure these words are on the record so we can always pull back from these words and keep these words in our mind. I want to see what the relationship is here early from Nathaniel Hackett. I want to hear from the man. So let's quickly read these quotes here. We got about 3 or 4 quotes. So let's see how their communication actually is. Now, this is from a few days ago. We got March 27th. So about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. But overall, you know, we can still rely on what they're saying here. So here we go. What is Nathaniel Hackett saying about Russell Wilson? First, lead up to the quote. The Broncos had been in search of a quarterback for years. Russell Wilson was looking for a new NFL home for at least a year. That explains the pure joy emanating out of Denver in the aftermath of their alliance. Quote here by Nathaniel Hackett. A little scream is how Nathaniel Hackett described his real-time reaction to the Russell Wilson trade. A little scream. I love it. Ah! Could you imagine you picking up your phone, reading the text, hey, we got Russell Wilson. Ah! That's your first reaction. Ah! That's pretty funny. All right. Little scream. Quote, it was one of those somewhat high it was one of those somewhat high-pitched but still wanted to be kind of manly screams. Exactly what we were picturing. Fantastic. When you get a great player like that, to be able to be around him and to get to know him as I have now, it's exciting. So okay, I'm definitely glad we went back to this story and are reading these quotes, because that's how quarterback head coach relationship should be. You should be screaming, and you screw the masculinity. Scream. Ah! Hey! Woo! Like, all right, make it as feminine as you want. Who cares? You got Russell Wilson. Get excited. Get pumped. Screw the masculinity. Ah, come on. No, don't care. Don't care about that. Oh, I want to see masculine, but also nah. Go full blown. Whatever you need to do. All right. Eat. Ooh! Ah! It's okay. It's all right, Nathaniel. Have fun with it. So, all right, I'm loving this, folks. Nathaniel Hackett loving Russell Wilson out here. You need to have that head coach quarterback relationship like this. It's got to be solid. Look at Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. Sean McVay gushes. I don't know if Sean McVay screams like Nathaniel Hackett does, but he gushes. We know Sean McVay gushes actively, like gushes 24/7 over Matthew Stafford. This is what you have to have. You have to have this relationship, because that's kind of the two most important things that make teams work. The quarterback who's handling the ball every single play, and the head coach who runs the team every day, every minute. So we need those two pieces, the two guys at those positions, to be 100% comfortable with each other, believe in each other, respect each other. Head coach should take into consideration everything that the quarterback says. Hey, these are my feelings on it. And it should always be kind of an open forum, an open discussion, an open door to the office, always. So we're going to definitely have that here in Denver, and I'm loving that, absolutely. What else do we get here? Next lead up, here we go. From a personality standpoint, Hackett and Wilson might have more in common as eternal optimists. The first-year coach said he and his new star pupil have been texting each other nonstop, says, quote, "We're just trying to get to know each other. He's very, very excited, as I am too." Yeah, we knew that by the scream. He's very, very excited, as I am too. And I think for both of us, for any coach, you want a guy that's fired up, that wants ownership, that wants to go out there and not skip a beat. Absolutely. He wants to represent the Broncos and himself, the coaches, everybody. And that's the passion that you're hunting. And I think that's what Russell brings every single day. And it is every single day and every minute of the day. Now, the good thing is, I don't know how many people he's been around like me. So we're always kind of battling with each other to see who can push the other. We're joined at the hip now, and I love being on his hip. Yeah. All right. Final quote. Here we go. Last lead up. Hackett said he's been on Wilson's recent film. It's an important study to give his uneven play over the past 2 seasons with the Seahawks. Once again, a little bit of a recertification. Uneven play, recertifying this season. I don't think I'm out of the realm. I don't think I'm out of my gourd for putting Russell Wilson back on the lift in the shop and making sure this man's good. So once again, I've got no problem with having Russell Wilson go up for recertification this season. Back to the lead up. Here we go. Of course, that stretch also involved a pair of Pro Bowl nods and a fair share of clutch performances. Once again, it's not a big recertification. It's just, hey, just making sure. Once again, exactly what we've already said. Hackett sees one thing in particular that he must unlock from the 33-year-old quarterback. Says, quote, "I just think the consistency." And even when we say that with peak Russ. And that's exactly it. See, I'm loving Nathaniel Hackett. Okay, folks? Is he my new favorite head coach? Sean McVay currently is my favorite head coach. But everything I'm hearing from Nathaniel Hackett, okay, he's making a run, folks. He's making a run for my favorite head coach. The man gets it. When we say about consistency with Russell Wilson, it's not the same consistency we're talking about with Sam Darnold. Of course it's not. They're totally different players. We've already established that. We've been established that. So when we say consistency for Russell Wilson, it's consistency on his standard. Back to the quote, and even when we say that with, quote, peak Russ. We know this. We're talking consistency on his level, not consistency on whatever baseline you're assuming, any garbage quarterback you're assuming. No, it's not binary, folks. That's the biggest thing to take away from the show. Nothing is ever binary. It's either this or this. It's nuance. It's this mixed with this, mixed with that, this and that. You take this and that, you mix it with this and that, then you take the mix of this and that, and this and that, and then you mix it with the mix of that, this, that, this, that. So you take all those mixes, then you put them together to try to get something coherent, folks. Yes? That's the nuance. I'm loving Nathaniel Hackett. This man is nuanced. This man gets it. The man gets it, folks. I love it. Woo! I'm so glad we went back to this story. Oh, so glad. Woo! Let's continue on, because that's not even the end of the quote here. Here we go. Quote, and even when we say what that, quote, peak Russ is, what Russ does compared to other people. He's spectacular. And we might say he should have more stats. He should be at this level. Even a bad day for Russ is really a good day for a lot of people. So I think it's about consistency. I think, love it. Thank you for saying that. Love it. Final quote here. Quote, it's about him establishing himself as one of the best in the league, which he already is, and just continually doing that over and over in each game. Anytime you have a guy like that, you're always going to have a chance to win too. We just want to be sure that we're doing all the stuff right. We just want to make sure We're doing all the stuff right. Love everything so far. Nathaniel Hackett, Russell Wilson. Loving this pair, quarterback, head coach, combination, combo together. This is definitely going to work out, folks. Cannot wait for the new season to start just so we can watch Russell Wilson and Nathaniel Hackett get it done for the Broncos in a tough-ass AFC division that has quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. They're deep at the quarterback position, folks. We know this, so... Woo, man, Nathaniel Hackett. And what did we say, folks? What did we say earlier? Nathaniel Hackett, the right choice, offensive, innovative genius, run and pass, perfect balance, and the man gets it. We got to add to our list right here. Got the right guy for 2022. All the head coaches, new head coaches this season. We broke them down our first kind of instincts. Do we like it? Do we like it? Do we not like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? And all that. And Nathaniel Hackett, we've loved it, but we love it even more. And I'm adding this to our notes here on Nathaniel Hackett and the Broncos. The man gets it. The man gets it, folks. And if you can get it, you get it. You get it or you don't. That's really all there is. Do you get it or you don't? And the man gets it, folks. Watch out for the Broncos. Yes. Ooh. Damn. Why do we have to read that? Because now I have to wait, 6 months? We got to wait 5 months for the NFL to start. It's got to start now. Damn, I'm loving the Broncos. I'm loving the Broncos, folks. Woof. Alrighty, folks.